Hey, Willie Mayan from Jazzedge. So my student George was asking me about the blues bass line and what fingering do you use when you move into other keys like D flat, let me check the, like D flat, E flat, G flat, A flat, etc. So I wanted to just briefly show you how you move into those other keys. So with this is your basic blues, boogie, shuffle bass line, right, in C, all right? You'll notice that you basically have the root 3, 5, 6, and then the flatted 7, okay? You can think of that as the 13th if you want to as well. All right? For right now, we'll just say 6. And when you move up to D flat, you're going to go up to these notes, okay? So now, what fingering do you use? When I was playing in C, it was 5, 3, 2, 1, and then I crossed over with my second finger. Now when I go up to D flat, can I use that same fingering? 5, 3, 2, 1. Oh, now wait a second. Do I want to cross over my second finger and put the thumb on the black key? Well, first of all, thumb and pinky in the black key is not so much of an issue. If I were playing major scales, then yeah, I want to keep my thumb and pinky off of the black key. But when actually playing in real life, you will find instances in which you have to put your thumb on a black key or your pinky. But what I would use for fingering is, I don't like that crossing over the thumb, going from a black note up to a white note like that. So instead what I would do is I would kind of reverse engineer it. I would say, okay, I want to hit my thumb right there on that note, so then how would this work out? Okay, so then I could do this, thumb, second finger, middle finger, fourth finger, right? And what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch the camera here for a second. Okay, so I could do this, I could go to fourth finger and then pinky, but now you see that stretch? Oh, and it's just like, it just doesn't feel all that comfortable. Now, obviously, if you kept practicing it, maybe you could get it to feel better, all right? But that stretch is going to be a little awkward for most people. So what I would do is, again, working from the top, just come underneath with the thumb. And then I could hit my middle finger or fourth finger there, so then I can go 4, 1, when I go to G flat, oh, all right, so I hit 4, 3, 2, 1, and just in the spur of the moment, I went up with my thumb, and you could do that if you're in the middle of a gig or something and you're just playing. Well, don't stop and say, hey, I gotta fix my fingering. No, you just keep going. But then coming down, what am I gonna do? Oh, all right, well, then this actually feels pretty good here. So here I would just use 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. When I go back to the D flat, and then here, going from that G flat, I could cross underneath if I want with my thumb to then get down to the D flat, makes it a little bit easier. Okay? But look for those opportunities, especially when you move to the black keys, to use the crossing over the thumb. See on A flat? Now, there's many ways in which I could finger this. I could go 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 2. That's personally what I think would be probably the best. Right, is to use that fingering. But I mean, like let's say I did 3, 1, 3, 1, 3. Right? That's not that terrible either, to do something like that. What you want to do is when you're playing this stuff, look for that, look for those points, and look at your hand. Does it look kind of tense? Does it look like you're doing like a kind of a weird stretch? Let your body kind of be your guide with that stuff, all right? So if it feels tense, then it's probably not right, all right? There's probably a better fingering for that. But fingering is very personal. I mean, my hands are huge. I mean, I can hit almost a 12th here, right? I could hit 10ths in performance all over the place. But if you can't stretch that much, then it's going to be difficult for me to tell you what fingering to use because you may not be able to hit that, all right? So for you, that may be comfortable, the pinky and fourth finger. For others, it won't be comfortable, all right? So it really depends on your hands. But like I said, I don't have a pencil handy here, but anyway, like I said, look for the, look at the hand. So look at what happens if I shift my hand See how I use my fourth finger there? You can see how like my hand is kind of like going that way now. Now look at what happens here. Try switching that one finger and ask yourself, which feels more comfortable, all right? Honestly, that feels horrible to me, using my fourth finger in there and like leaving my middle finger out. Ugh, I don't like how that feels. Now, if I started playing like that when I was 14 years old, maybe, you know, that would feel comfortable to me right now. It does not though. So again, let your body be the guide. You do a little bit of detective work here, all right? You're kind of trying different things out and seeing what works. You know, try putting the fourth finger there. Oh my gosh, that's really, really bad. I can't even do that for too long, all right? That's just ridiculous. I could never do that, all right? But there are certain things that you learn fingering-wise as you go that make a lot of sense. Like for instance, that's not a good way of fingering the triad. You know, 1, 3, and 5 is better, or 1, 2, and 4. All right, so anyway, hope that helps. I'll see you guys in the lessons.